कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Dasharatha, who asked his subjects, the Praja, is my son capable enough to succeed me? Is he capable enough to be the heir apparent? The people, his subjects, expressed immense delight and happiness upon understanding Dasharatha's intent and decision. In fact, they went further ahead and said, Ichhamohi mahabahum raghuveeram mahabalam gajena mahatayantam ramam chhatravritananam. Kulaguru Vasishtha also concurred with this decision of Dasharatha. Dasharatha asked his charioteer, come, minister, Sumantra, to summon Rama. Rama walked with a gait as majestic as the elephant into the chambers of Dasharatha, and Dasharatha informed Rama of his decision. Rama showed no excitement, nor was he disappointed. He neither married nor was disappointed. Kadal Vutrilan Igalundilan, says the Tamil poet Kamban. He neither showed any signs of excitement nor signs of disappointment. This being the case, Dasharatha summons Rama again. He calls Rama Ramam Punar Ihanaya. Bring Rama again. Dasharatha then tells Rama, Rama, I see certain inauspicious signs, omens around me. They are indicating that I have to take this decision, execute this decision immediately. Rama asks, what is it? Dasharatha says, Prayena cha nimittanam idrishanam swayam bhuve raja hi mrityumapnoti ghoram chapadamrchati. Something inauspicious may happen to the ruling king, is what the signs say, Rama. Something may happen to me. Yes, I have ruled for many years, I have lived my life. I am not worried about if something bad happens to me. I may have to die. That is okay. But I have to take a proper decision before I die. Rama said, my dear father, let's talk about the decision a minute later. What signs did you see? Dasharatha tells, Avedayanti Devajnaha Surya Angarakarahubihi Avedayanti Devajnaha. So, I see certain signs, astronomical signs, Surya Angaraka Rahubihi. From the point of view of earth, when we see, I see the sun, the Mars, Angaraka, and the one who possesses the shadow called as Rahu are coming together. Surya Angaraka Rahubihi. I have heard, Rama, in my earlier days when I have studied Vedangas, especially Jyotishya Shastram, that such alignment is bad. Surya Angaraka Rahubihi. Rama says, is that why you are restless? Is that why you have not called the king of Kekeya? Dasharatha says, no, there is a reason, Rama, why I have not called Kekeya Maharaja Ashwapati. Bharata is very obedient. You know, your brother, my dear son Bharata, Kekeyi Putra, is very obedient. Yet, you know, Rama, with my experience, I can tell you, never trust even your own kin. Their minds are very fickle minded, very, very indecisive. Any minute they can turn against you. Kim nu chittam manushyanam anityamiti me matam tat yavadeva me chetaha na vimuhyati raghava. So I wish that your coronation is performed at the earliest when Bharata is not there. Viproshitascha Bharataha yavadeva puraditaha tavatevabhishekaste praptakalo mato mama. Your coronation should be performed at the opportune, appropriate time. Viproshitascha Bharataha. Even when Bharata is not there, that is the right time. Rama quietly stayed. He did not react. He neither opposed nor agreed. He just stayed mum. Now, why was Dasharatha so restless? Why should he tell that Bharata is not there, so we should perform now? That is why I am not called his grandfather, the maternal grandfather, Kekeyi Raja. Why was he so restless? Why did Rama, who was generally attached to his brothers, when his father was throwing an unknown and an unseen accusation at Bharata, stay mum? Many questions. First of all, where was Bharata at that point in time? Here comes the shloka. Gacchata matulakulam bharatena tatha nagaha Shatrughnaha nitya Shatrughnaha Nitah Preeti Puraskritaha Gacchata Matulakulam. Bharata had left Ayodhya to go to the kingdom. It was called Giribraja or Rajagriha, amidst the mountains, besides the river, if I am right, Sudhama. We call it the current day Afghanistan because that region was infested with strong horses, Ashwa. Many horses were found in that region. Later in Ayodhya Kandam, we will see that 1600 horses were gifted by Ashwapati Maharaja's son, the uncle of Bharata, to him. So it was filled with Ashwa. It is said by many linguistic experts that this word Ashwa, the region filled with horses Ashwa, became Afgha, and Afghanistan. So this Ashwa became Afghanistan is what many people say. So the current day Afghanistan, some western parts of Pakistan is what that constituted the Kekeyi Desham. And its capital was Rajagriham, Giribraja, where Ashwapati was ruling. So Ashwapati's son, that is Kekeyi's brother had come to escort Bharata to his maternal home. They wanted Bharata by their side. They had extreme attachment for Bharata. So Bharata left Ayodhya to be with his uncle and maternal grandfather. Gacchata matulakulam. He had left Gacchata matulakulam towards his maternal house. Kulam means family, that kingdom. Bharata had left, along with whom? Tatha anaghaha, with the flawless, mistakeless, blemishless, errorless Shatrugna. Anaghaha. So this anagha, faultless, can denote Bharata as well as Shatrugna. What was faultless about them? So, with Bharata, he was an epitome of all virtues. He was generally flawless. But what is flawless about Shatrughna? Shatrughna did not have one Shatru. Who was that Shatru? Very powerful Shatru. Who was that powerful Shatru? That Shatru was Rama Bhakti. You will all be surprised. Sir, come again. How can Bhakti for Bhagwan Ram be a Shatru, be an enemy? It can be an enemy. It can be a deterrent if you want to have Acharya Bhakti. Because Vishnu Puranam states God, Bhagavan, Paramatma is great. But greater than Bhagavan is Guru, teacher. There is a doha in Hindi. Guru Gobind dono khade, kaake paon lagaye. Imagine there is Guru and Gobind, who is Vishnu. together. Bhagavan and Acharya together. Kaake pav lagaye? Whom will I propitiate first? The Doha Rachayita says, Valihari Guru Apane. I will always propitiate my Guru first. Gobind Diyo Batai. Isn't he the one who introduced Gobind to me? So Acharya Bhakti is foremost. But to receive Acharya Bhakti, you have to win over Bhagavad Bhakti. Only if you cross Rama Bhakti can you get Acharya Bhakti. So to receive Acharya Bhakti, which is the impediment? Rama Bhakti. So Rama Bhakti is in a way an impediment, an obstacle, a vighnam or a shatru. So Shatrughna had won that over, it seems. How? Lakshmana and Bharata had Rama Bhakti. Undoubted Rama Bhakti, immense, intense Rama Bhakti. But Shatrughna did not have Rama Bhakti. He had Bhakti towards Bharata, who had Bhakti towards Rama. Thereby, Shatrughna was serving the devotee of the Lord. Bharata was serving the Lord. Shatrughna was serving the devotee of the Lord. In Sanatana Dharma, service to Bhagavata, service to devotees is greater than service to God. Bhagavata Bhakti is greater, multi times greater than Bhagavad Bhakti. So he was called Shatrughna. Gacchata matulakulam bharatena tata anagha Shatrughna nitya Shatrughna Nitah Preeti Puraskritaha. So while Bharata left to his maternal house, Shatrughna needn't have to go because Shatrughna's mother Sumitra was a Magadhi. She was a Magadha princess, which is Bihar. If at all he had to go to his maternal house, he had to go to Bihar from Uttar Pradesh. He didn't have to go to KK Desham, Afghanistan all the way with Bharata. But he went along with Bharata. Why? Because he was like the Nitaha. Nitaha is kabad. So you have a beautiful case in which you keep your sword. That's a skabad, right? So the sword and the skabad go together. That skabad protects us from any damage caused by the sword. Sword is sharp. So to protect us from the sword, there is a skabad. Similarly, Bharata is the sword. Shatrughna is the skabad. So, if the sword along with skabad is taken, nobody will ask us, I asked for the sword, why have you gotten the skabad? No. The sword and the skabad go together. If I ask for a scissor, nobody will take the nail out and give me one part of the scissor. Even if I ask for a scissor, they will give me a pair of scissors. Rama and Shatrughna, Bharata and Shatrughna were a pair. Nitaha Preeti Puraskritaha. That time Valmiki says, Shatrughna Nitya Shatrughna. Shatrughna is Nitya Shatrughna. What does Shatrughna means? Mean the one who has won over enemies. What enemy did he win? Later in Uttara Kandam, he wins over an demon, an asura called as Lavanasura. So he has won over enemies. Shatrughna. Nitya Shatrughna. He has won over eternal enemies. What is that eternal enemy? Rama Bhakti. So he won over Rama Bhakti, the enemy, to receive Bharata Bhakti, which is Bhagavata Bhakti. So that is Nitya Shatrughna. He had won over Lavanasura, so he is called Shatrughna. So Valmiki says, Shatrughna Nitya Shatrughna Nitah Preeti Puraskritaha. So while Bharata had left and Shatrughna had followed Bharata to his maternal house, that time Dasharatha wanted to coronate Rama as the higher apparent. So he says, I am coronating in Bharata's absence and also in the absence of Ashwapati Maharaja. But why Ashwapati Maharaja? Why should Kaikeyi's father not attend this? That we will see later.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.